Hello all, MK Wilson here with another quick video. I'm just updating what my additions are to my 90-gallon saltwater tank. Pretty much reef heavy, reef heavy. I have a couple of fish, but I'm pretty much done with that. But I did get a request from the wise and wonderful, all-knowledgeable New York Stilo, props to him, to see what was going on with my tank so far. Little update. So here you go, New York Stilo. We'll start off on the left side of the tank. You've pretty much seen everything I have here. I've got my Capricornus, my Goniopora, a couple of mushrooms, a couple of toadstools. But if you look down here on the bottom at the sand bed, you'll see this beautiful little, looks almost like an anemone. And it has, I don't know if you can tell, but it has purple tips to it. That is not an anemone, that is an Australian purple-tipped elegance coral. I picked this up at Salty Underground in St. Louis when I took my trip this weekend down there. I thought that was a pretty amazing looking coral, so I picked that up. I also purchased some of their Riccordia and Zoads that were loose on chips of rock. And I pulled a rock out of my sump and attached them with the IC gel to the sump rock. And I think that turned out pretty good. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell really well because my lighting is getting close to the evening time and my ATI lights are down about 50% power, so it might not look as vivid as if it would during the day. But the next thing that I picked up, this came from Live Aquaria off of the Diver's Den. That is a red planet coral, red planet acropora. Now I have another one of these that I got elsewhere, and it just doesn't show up as well. I'll pan over there real quick. This is the red planet that I had from the other place, and this is the red planet that I picked up from Live Aquaria. It's got a lot more color to it. I like it a lot. The other thing that I picked up today and put on was this right here, which is a purple acropora. It's called Plum Crazy. I like that. It puts another level of color in here. I also had gotten this strawberry shortcake earlier, and it's okay. I mean, it's a nice little specimen. But I also got in the mail today from Live Aquaria this one from the Diver's Den. Can you see that? Do you notice the vivid color, the bright, amazing pinks and purples and burgundies and greens on this one? I don't see it too much on this one. I'm hoping that it does come up and get more color to it. But it's a nice piece of coral. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to complain. And then over here, I picked this up in St. Louis as well, this Maxima clam. Now it looks purple, like a deep purple and a light pinkish lavender or fuchsia color, but actually when you look at it from above, it's a teal and purple color. I think that's really, really beautiful. I'm happy that I picked that one up because I had this other Duressa clam and it doesn't have as much. I mean, it's okay, but it's not as amazing in color. And then I also picked up this meat coral right here. And I've just had them in the tank for maybe a few hours. And so it's not used to the environment. I'm hoping that it will eventually adjust. I picked this up also in St. Louis. And I'm trying to decide. You guys tell me what you think I should do with this. This is a Zoa. And this polyps are all over this rock. And you can see on the very top right here, that's a clam. And it's completely covered that. That clam still opens and shuts, as well as the clam right here. It opens and shuts as well. And I don't know where I should put this. I mean, it's right on my rock here, right next to my Fiji mushroom. And I don't know if I really want to keep him there because I'm afraid it will jump up onto the rock and then take over. And so my other option is to like put it in the sump. Oh, I want to show you this too. This blue tort. I think that's really pretty too. Right there, right next to the clam. The other items that I have in here you've seen already. Oh, I forgot one. Oh my gosh, this one's a beautiful one. This is a sun coral. Now you can't really tell anything with it now, but when it starts to get darker, and it should soon, the polyps on these come out, and they're beautiful, bright, sunburst yellow and orange. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try and train this coral, and I hope I do it right, but I'm trying to train this coral to open up in the daytime. So right before the lights come on in the morning, I'm going to start to feed it, and hopefully it'll open up. Now, I know you probably have noticed a lot of debris flying around in this tank, and there's two reasons why. Number one, before I took the video, I kind of cleaned in the glass a little bit so it would look a little bit clearer. And then number two, I went and did something, I don't know if it's stupid or not, but if you look down in here, you see this pile of sand, and then you look here, and you have like a divot or crater of sand here, and then further around in the back, you can also see that there's a pile of sand right here next to this toadstool coral. Well, I went and bought, because my theme for the fish, like I said before, was going to be black and white, because they're going to be the accent to the color in the tank. Well, I went and I bought myself a couple of engineer gobies, and I like them, and I know that they dig up and push out the dirt, or not the dirt, the sand, the substrate. But the advantage to it was that I put all of my rock on the bottom of the tank, and I put the sand around the live rock so that I wouldn't have to worry about a collapse. And I really do like those gobies. I think they're really neat. We'll see how long they stay in there, because they are supposed to get like a foot long, I think 12 inches long. And if they get too much longer than that, I'll probably have to do something, find some way to fish them out and trap them. But I do like them, and I'm happy with them being in there. My rock work isn't going to move, like I said, because all the rock work, except for the accent rocks around it, are completely on the glass. So no worries here. But that was a summary of what's going on so far with my tank. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, please thumbs up it. And if you don't enjoy it, please tell me what you think I should do to adjust it. This is MK Wilson. I'm signing off. Everyone, please enjoy your tanks. Have a good one.